Hello guys, it's Ben Spurs 21 here, back with another video for you. Jose Mourinho makes it 3 wins out of 3 in charge of Tottenham Hotspur, as Spurs won 3-2 today in the Premier League against Bournemouth. The lineup ahead of the game was, there were 3 changes from the midweek victory against Olympiacos, as Jan Vertonghen, Tungai Ndombele and Moussa Sissoko came in respectively for Danny Rose, for Harry Winks and for Lucas Moura. Start of the game was very, very good from our point of view. Once again, it was a fast, incisive attack, direct. It was oftentimes one ball, either through the middle or off to the side, and we'd be able to create an opening. The chances were coming. Dele Alli had a good chance early on, as so did Harry Kane. And eventually, after 20 minutes, the goal arrives with a very simple goal, but it's beautifully executed, as Toby Alderweireld pins a diagonal over the top ball from the back, about 50 yards, all the way to Heung-min Son and Dele Alli, who are both running at the Bournemouth goal at the same time. It falls onto Son, who literally just flicks it to Dele Alli, who strokes it home to make it 1-0, a lovely worked goal. That put us in control of the game. It then should have been 2-0, as Moussa Sissoko's shot is deflected. It falls to the path of Davinson Sanchez, who puts it in, and for some reason it gets disallowed for no reason. They claim he handballed it, but it's not, anyway, they need to fix that handball rule, because that was stupid. But that's by the by. The chances keep on coming. Harry Kane has a chance with a tight angle, which he fires with his shot saved. And as we went into half-time, you just knew, get some goal early in the second half, the game would be done. And sure enough, 5 minutes into the second half, it was almost a carbon copy of the first goal. It's once again Toby Alderweireld from the back. A long ball up high over the top. Dele Alli runs onto it, beats the defender, takes it past the goalkeeper, chips it in to make it 2-0. A beautifully executed goal. It's just such a joy to see Dele Alli back at his best. I mean, he proved it the first half in particular against West Ham last weekend, the second half midweek against Olympiacos, and the whole game today. He was just unplayable. And if this is what Jose Mourinho can do with our players, then it's a very encouraging sign. After that, Dele Alli then had a chance and probably should have buried it for his hat-trick. The ball falls to him 8 yards out after a great move, and he balloons his shot over the crossbar. He then has another chance a bit later on, which the keeper saves. We do eventually make it 3-0 with another lovely work to goal. The ball comes up to Heung-min Son on the left-hand side, who crosses it perfectly into the middle of this penalty box, and Moussa Sissoko, of all people, makes the run, catches it on the volley, and finishes it so sweetly. And really, on a personal note, very, very happy for Sissoko. And, the way we've seen him improve and develop, over the years since he signed at Spurs, when a lot of people didn't think he was up to scratch. And while he does have his limitations, he's a valuable squad player to have. And, he proved today he was excellent all round. And that made it 3-0. Bournemouth do give it a bit of a rally on late. Firstly, Harry Wilson gets one back with a really, really lovely free kick. It's beautifully struck to make it 3-1. We then have a good chance to make it 4, which Dele Alli again nearly scores from. Then right at the very end of the game, a bit like the West Ham game, Bournemouth get a late second consolation goal, through Harry Wilson, and that's how the game ends. So, there were some brilliant individual performances out there. Not Dele Alli, of course, star of the show yet again. He's just turned this into his team right now. He is just on fire. Even though he didn't score, Kane was again a good physical. I just want to focus a little bit on Harry Kane. Even though he didn't score today, and I've noticed it, the 2 previous games as well, he was playing much differently, much further forward than previously. We've had a tendency a lot to drop back into midfield, help with the ball, and then come forward. But he's staying up a lot, winning a lot of flicks and winning headers in the air much more due to the more direct style that Mourinho's been trying to implement. And I think that Dele and the likes of Dele Alli playing off him, I think that's really, really been helpful. And I think we could expect that trend to continue. Musa Sissoko was brilliant, I thought, today, not just for his goal, but I think all round he really stuck well in that midfield. Ndombele as well, again, he just needs to find his footing and get some consistency, and believe me, when he does, he will be amazing. He keeps showing glimpses in certain games, he keeps giving us, a little tease of what he can do, and, I really hope he begins to find that form every week. Also, the personal note to Eric Dyer, I know he had a bit of a rough time being substituted off, after just half an hour midweek, but I thought really did himself well today, bounced back brilliantly, like a true pro. Of course, the question mark, as I've been mentioned, is still the defence. There is still the issues of getting too sloppy at the back, and that does need to be addressed. Because that's really the only shaky point, really, of the whole team at the moment. Midfield and attack are, one on form are brilliant. Defensively, though, there are, obviously we saw put Jan Vertonghen at left back today, which by and large worked out very well, but still it's not ideal when you've got to play 3 centre halves and a right back. So, I can just say fingers crossed that Ryan Sessegnon, gets back fit soon, because I really think I'd love to see him get a run in this team, because I really think he'd find his footing quickly. So, but yeah, 3 wins from 3 for Jose. We move on to the next game, which is midweek, away at Manchester United, which should be interesting from Jose's point of view. So yeah, another brilliant win for Spurs. What did you guys make of the game? Are you loving Mourinho so far? If you are, leave all your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you as ever for your support, guys. Once again, I can't do this without you, so I'm always grateful to you. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I've been BizBiz21. I'll see you soon, and as always, come on, you Spurs.